So you got your little black trust fund kid over there.
I mean, that's why we created the club, right? Like we've got the club on Clubhouse. It's the Black Trust Fund Kids. And the idea is to normalize this in our community. The media has portrayed it in one way, where it's like these spoiled, rich, white brats, right? That's how the media portrays trust fund kids. The reality is that a trust fund kid is someone who's got a protected amount of money that's able to provide them with a financial foundation. How you structure that trust fund is up to you and your personal values. And if your personal values are, I want you to be able to work, but I don't ever want you to be able to fall, then structure your trust that way. You don't have to give people money outright so that they can do nothing with it. But you can give them enough that they know that they won't fail, that they'll always have a roof over their head and food in their fridge. How innovative could you be if you knew that you would at least be able to eat? What would you try?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What would you do? What could you invent? If you could bank on yourself instead of going to these traditional lenders and these traditional banks and asking them for money when they give us unfavorable rates, right? Something like 53% of Black wealth was lost in 2008 in the financial crash because of bad mortgages. Well, if we had set our family members up, maybe they could have banked on themselves. They wouldn't have needed to go to a bank. You know what I mean? Like all of those things, like that's what we can create. And that's what other communities have been creating for their families, for their kids. And we just don't even know the rules to the game to know it exists. So that's why we created the club, to say, hey, we've got to normalize this idea in our community that we have assets that we're building. We have things. We've got real estate. We've got stock portfolios. We've got 401ks. We've got life insurance. We've got all of these things that generate wealth. We've got businesses. But if we're not protecting them, then we're losing them. And then what was the point?